men have been saying that women are this and women are that, no matter what these women are actually saying, some kind of way, whatever they're saying is not true. Like I could tell y'all I'm happy as hell. And simultaneously, I would like to be in a relationship. I am seeking marriage. But like it's almost like the the math that you all see, the math that you all know, it adds up to something for you. But there are a lot of things that you don't know or see. A lot of things that are not readily available for you to add into this equation for you to end up at she ain't happy, she's washed up. All of these things. I'm like, why is it always the woman that's lying or the woman that's the problem? You know, there are men that are the problem as well. Like this is a whole there are two sides to this. And maybe she did make some bad decisions. Maybe women do make bad decisions, but also when men make bad decisions too. Men fuck over women too. We're not going to stay with every man we get with. We shouldn't. And then you all going to be telling us, well, you picked wrong. And I'm just like, you're damned if you do, damned if you don't. If you don't marry them and you get engaged, then it's somehow your fault. But if you do marry them and it doesn't work out, then it's still your fault. Like,
Well, you know why we couldn't argue about you being fat? Because like you said, there's a lot that goes on behind the scenes that we don't know. We don't have proof that for the better part of a quarter century, you've been out here taking random rich nigga dick without commitment. We don't have proof that you have been using your body to support yourself financially. Your number one agency being your beauty isn't what you use for your financial security. So we don't have proof of that. So we're not talking about all women. We're not even talking about these funny built hyena bitches in the chat. We're talking about the one who was in the thumbnail. That's it. Not all, not everybody. This particular one that we do know those things about. We do know that she's been spent the better part of a quarter century collecting vaginal mileage. I don't know. I ain't seen all the videos, but I know she's taking a lot of dick. We do know that she's been complaining about men far longer than she's been saying, well, I don't need a man. We do know that. So if you compare her situation to yours, we don't know that you've got, the kilometers of dick that she's taking because she's from Canada. And then two, that you're not online complaining about men all the fucking time. You've never, ever, 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 ever that I know of seen you complaining about men in general. You just complain about the men you want. And then we've also seen you admit that you're the common denominator between these niggas. Well, apply that same logic to her. The 34 or 20, whatever niggas she's been linked to, who is the common denominator? And then there is one who is a documented pimp that said he fucked her in a bathroom on live fucking TV and stood on it in front of his wife. So we don't have that same knowledge of you. If we did, I promise you, we would come to the same conclusion.
You know what the challenge is, Bo? I'll tell you from my perspective and what I hear commonly, and I believe most of the men do this on this panel. We ask women when y'all say, like you said, I agree. A lot of men overtly insert themselves into what y'all perspective or y'all experience in relationships are. I have witnessed that. However, when we shut up, well, we'll question, then we'll shut up. But what exactly do relationships look like from the female perspective? And what would you prescribe to most men to get right? And we shut up. And then what you typically find is there's really no clear, concise advice. It is a bunch of, I wish it was this way. It should be like this, but no guidance, no task. It's very, very vague because then it becomes very subjective. Depends on the person, depends on what she's trying to accomplish. And then it seems to hit somewhat of a stalemate. And that's what I typically see a lot. Is the men who, because you can learn a lot by asking questions. Ladies, what would you like most men to be like? What kind of experiences do you want to have? And when we shut up and there's like, well, and they just start talking about things for the most part that don't really exist in this universe, in this particular world that we live in. And so that's what I see to be the stalemate of sorts. Just my opinion.
I think if men could just learn how to understand what the woman is communicating, I think people would be better. For example, if I was to ask my wife how her day's going, she's not going to say fine. She's going to tell me about the time when she went to Starbucks and that the lady in front of her with the polka dot shirt that had the umbrella dripping all over the place and all these other things, all these descriptions about what had happened in this one place. And all I asked was how her day went. She's going to tell me about all these other things. So you got to understand how a woman's communicating. Don't be upset if you actually enjoy women, how a woman communicates, how her day went. Her day went, it was Starbucks. She got her order wrong, and that lady with the polka dot shirt, she don't know why she's wearing that goddamn shirt, and she got her umbrella dripping all over the place. That's how her day went in her mind. To me, all she had to say, I enjoyed it, it went good or bad. So I enjoy that. My wife is going to give me all of those intrusive thoughts. She's going to talk for 10, 20 minutes. I ain't going to say a word, and I love that because I love women. So the way how she communicates, I'm not going to say, hey, babe, that's not how you're supposed to communicate to me. You better communicate to me stoic and say fine and walk away. Shut up, feed me, and F me. It's dumb. You want a man. So you don't want a goddamn woman.
Did you say that? That's not understanding women. That's just you tolerating a woman being a poor communicator. Women swear they're better communicators than men because they use more words. You just prove that they're not. You ask your wife, how was your day? And she told you a bunch of other shit aside from how her day was. That's what happens with women on these panels. They don't answer the question that they want to answer. We say, Miss Pearl, how was your day? Miss Pearl answered that question directly. But we ask another panelist, how was your day? She'll be like, man, listen, so do y'all know that gas is $2.47? Like, answer the fucking question. And when men don't hold women to that standard, then they're trained to think it's okay. So you didn't say anything about us not understanding men. I mean, understanding women. We understand women do that shit, but as leaders, we also correct that behavior. Because when we're having conversation with you, words have meaning. Words matter. We don't use words all willy-nilly. So when we ask our woman how her day was, I don't expect my woman to tell me what the bitch at Starbucks is wearing or what she ordered. Hey, babe, how was your day? It was good. And then she can start talking. You just tolerate. You have a lower barrier of communication than we do because you choose not to identify women. You empathize with women.
All right. So if
a man asks that question, is it a certain way they should answer it for you? You know what I mean? Like you said, Willie, he's supposed to say, yes, my day is great. But then the woman with the pink shirt, is it a certain way that we should be answering your question once you say, how is your day? Is it a certain way we should respond to you?
Answer the question first. Of course, because we love you, we're going to listen to the rest of that shit you talked about, even though we don't give a fuck. We just want to know you had a good day. But we're still going to listen to it, but answer our question first. Y'all put the answer of our question, at the end of the sentence, and that's all the information we wanted. If I ask you what you want to eat, and you say, I don't know. So then I just pick something. And then you say, okay, well, I don't want that. So the real question is, as men that we understand now is, hey, babe, what do you not want to eat? So you can tell us, I don't want tacos. I don't want Italian. I don't want pizza. Bet. So when I say wings, shut the fuck up and get ready to eat. Like, because now we've asked you specifically and got specific information. You can explain why, like, you didn't want Italian because the last spot we went to, it gave you heartburn. You had to sleep sitting up. The other one, you know what I'm saying, made your breath stink because the garlic was. That's cool after the fucking fact. I'm trying to make a decision and take action now. Give me the question I need, and then all the rest of the extra shit, the context behind it, the details, all the colorful adjectives, cool. Answer the question we gave you first.
And the reason that we're asking the question is because we actually want to know, but we want to know how are we going to address this, because naturally ingrained in us, we're problem solvers. How is your day is an invitation to let me know how was it and what do I need to get prepared for. So do I need to get into problem solver mode or do I need to get into celebration mode with you? I'm asking you that so you can let me know, and then we go into that. It's okay to answer the question.
That is so insane to me that y'all not recognizing that y'all do not care about what your own woman communicates. I'm telling you, hey, look, I've been married for 15 years successfully. If you want to stay single, go ahead and listen to that advice and not listen to your woman and tell her how she's supposed to communicate as a woman and tell her to be stoic and act like it's insane. Women communicate a certain way. You should appreciate the way how a woman communicates, especially your woman.
See,
Simple.
nobody. This is what happens when you use words all willy nilly. Nobody said shit about a woman talking stoic. We said get to the damn fucking point first. Be direct. Answer the questions you were asked. But again, Sharon, you can't use your marriage as an example. Like it doesn't apply here. It doesn't apply to any of these women on the panel and any of these women in the chat. Your wife comes from a background and culture where a lot of the things that we deal with in ours are not present. So now, if you were talking to a bunch of men,
let me just correct you. You have no idea what her culture is to even.
You told us on the last show what her culture. You said she was Russian, right?